Hey guys, Carl Cooper here with On the Black. I am joined tonight by Darren Meenan of the 7 Line. Hey Darren, what's going on?
How's it going, Carol?
All right. It's been a long time. Been trying to do this video chat with you for a minute now. I'm glad we could finally get together.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, a couple ball ups, but I'm happy to be on the show.
Yeah, same here. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, about the blog, about the T-shirts, just give everyone a little rundown of yourself.
All right, well, the end of last season, actually the end of 2 seasons ago, the last day at Citi Field, I decided to make the I Survived shirt, and I've been printing T-shirts for over 10 years. I started in 1998, right when I graduated high school, and I own all my own equipment, so I figured I may as well make something funny that I could wear to the last game of the season, since they were obviously out of it, not going to playoffs again.
Right.
So I made a batch of those, went to the stadium, and just from walking in from the entrance to my seats, everyone was asking about them. So I didn't even have a website set up yet, and that's basically what brought on the whole line. And then I figured, I would launch the site. It actually took me a while to figure out a name because everything I wanted was taken.
Yeah.
Once I ended up on the 7 Line, which I'm happy that became the name. I feel like it's something that people can relate to as far as like Queens and not necessarily just baseball. And you hear the name 7 Line, it's easy to remember. And after those first couple T-shirts that I launched, so right after the Survive shirt, I put up a couple more shirts and named it the 7 Line. And then it kind of just picked up over, from Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. And I guess the official launch date would be last opening day, 2010 at Citi Field. And from then I just started making stickers, sending out business cards. Every single game I went to, I started meeting new people and just networking. Like I met you last season.
Right.
At the end of last season, I guess we started talking a little bit online, and it just kind of took off from there.
Cool. Now you got a lot of
I've been explaining that. I mean, I have a hard time, talking about myself. I talk about the 7 Line all day, every day to different people, but it's pretty much just started, I would just say, the beginning of last season, and just kind of took off from there. Thankfully to the internet. The internet is pretty much what brought upon the whole line. I
hear you. Now, you got a lot of different shirts. You've got shirts for men, women, even little kids. I saw the I was born into this mess shirt, which I like.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Where do you get the inspiration to do the shirts and to come up with the different sayings that you have on the shirts?
Well, I just wanted to come up with something a little bit different that you wouldn't necessarily find in a retail store, like Models or like MLB licensed apparel. I feel like just from going to the stadium over the years, seeing everyone wearing the exact same T-shirts, like the same David Wright shirt, the same Jose Reyes shirt, I just want to make something a little bit different. So instead of the David Wright T-shirt, our David Wright shirt for women says "Do Me Right," which not every girl would wear, but it's a little bit funnier and a little bit edgier, and that's basically what I like to put on shirts. Something that I would actually wear that portrays a different message rather than just a player's name and number.
Gotcha.
Because you can buy that anywhere, but unless you know about the 7 Line, or there's a couple other brands kind of like what I'm doing, unless you know about us, you're going to be wearing that same exact David Wright T-shirt, which is nothing wrong with. I have jerseys in my closet. I never wear them to the games because I'm trying to promote my own stuff. But I also own that, though. I still buy, I'm wearing my Mets hat. I still got, my Reyes and Wright jersey in my closet, but I'm not going to wear it to the games because I'm just trying to wear something different instead of being a cookie cutter fan.
Gotcha.
So I guess the way that I decide on what I'm going to print, since I do everything myself, I design, and I'd say 95 to 100% online. I do outsource a few different things. A friend of mine named Brian, who has another brand locally, not a Mets brand, or a baseball brand, just something edgier, like a streetwear kind of stuff.
Right.
And anything that I'm having trouble creating, he'll do for me, and then we trade off work. I print for other people, so I do pizzerias, bands, bars, schools, fundraisers, stuff like that.
Right.
So,
you made my T-shirts for my blog.
Yeah, I did that on the black T-shirts last season.
Yeah.
So we trade off work. He actually drew up the Keith Hernandez mustache ride shirt. He did that one. and he did the Kings of Queens, the old looking skeleton holding a baseball bat. So he did those shirts for me. And I'd say everything else is I just whip it up, I put it on Facebook, and then I get a reaction from the fans to see what I should introduce into the line and what I should just scrap. Like some things I come up with, people aren't feeling, and then I know not to make it. So that's the best part about doing everything yourself is you could instead of dumping a bunch of money into a shirt that you might think is awesome, someone else might think it's crap. So, that's the best thing to do is put it out there, see what people think, and then you can gauge on how many to make.
Right.
So
Right. Now let's talk a little bit about blogging and about social media. I mean, I know you mentioned Facebook a couple times. I mean, what has like Facebook and Twitter meant to you and for, your company and for your blog? What has it meant to you?
Everything.
Yeah.
There'd be no brand. There'd be 7-Line. I mean, I'd still make some shirts that like before that I would wear to the games, but without a way for me to advertise it for free,
Right.
What else is that? A t-shirt's one of the best ways to advertise anything. You can make a shirt for a few dollars and wear it somewhere, and you get to catch the right attention. It's huge. But the Facebook page has been like, thanks Mark Zuckerberg, you made the Facebook. That's the best way to promote, in my eyes. Facebook. Not everyone has Twitter. I mean, some people will go on it just to check, maybe like see what Kanye's doing or Charlie Sheen or whatever.
Yeah.
Not many people actually follow it the same way as Facebook. I mean, I'm a little excessive on it. I'm on it all day, every day. I got my headphones in while I'm printing T-shirts, and I'll see an alert. I stop and I check it, and it's if there was no Facebook, there'd be no 7-Line. So it's huge. That's the number one way I think that you could reach out to fans, besides actually talking to them at the stadium. It's crazy. There's some people I talk to online through the brand that I've never met in person. We've talked through emails, and I made your T-shirts before I even met you.
Right.
And this year opening day when we went to the Apples tailgate, that was the first time we actually even said what's up. Like in person. So it's crazy. Like right now, I'm doing this from my iPhone. It's like it's crazy. Like
yeah,
the internet and technology and social networking, Twitter, Facebook, everything. It's keeping people like me in business. That's my job, and I do it every day. I used to bartend. I quit that. I don't even do that anymore. So
gotcha. Now let me ask you one question about the Mets pertaining to one of the T-shirts you recently made, which is a "Don't Trade Reyes" shirt.
Right.
Reyes, this is going to be the talk all summer long about how long he's going to be with the Mets. Is he going to get traded by the deadline? Is he going to sign with another team next year? So on and so forth. I mean, as a Mets fan, I'm sure you want Reyes to come back. I mean, you want to talk a little bit about that and kind of what Reyes means to, not only, I guess, the Mets organization, but also to the, I guess, young fan base coming up, too, that is following this team and him being one of the more exciting players out there.
Right. Yeah, that shirt, I put it up there. Again, I put it on the Facebook to see what people would say and, what their reactions were. And instantly, 100 likes for me is a lot. Like, for someone to like it 100 times is nothing compared to, a huge brand. But for us, that's a lot. And I knew for sure I had to make that shirt. And, I've been a Reyes fan since he came up, and everyone has,
Right.
He's such a spark plug for the team. He's great in the dugout. He's the first guy on the top step when someone does something, he's something well. Like the other day, he got that bad call on third base when he was for the steal. I don't know if he was stealing third or if he was trying to run out a triple. Either way, that bad play at third, the next step back was a home run. He's the first guy at the top steps. He's great for the team. He's homegrown, but also you have to think it is a business. He is playing baseball and he is worth money. And obviously, we know what's going on with the financial situation of the Mets, and if they can't afford to pay him, he's gone. And they do have to think about future years. Like if what does he want, $100 million, something like that?
Probably, yeah.
Roughly $100 million, and they have $0. So what are they going to do? If they listen to the fans, he'll stay. If they're trying to, get some extra cash to work with and try to get some other guys on the team next year, then that makes sense. But look at all the people we have thrown money at over the past however many years, and sometimes things pan out and sometimes they don't. And I feel like you can't get rid of someone who's proving so much. He doesn't want. I feel like he definitely truly does want to be a Met. The other day he had an interview and they're talking to him about the trading and all that stuff, and he's like, right now I am a Met. I'm playing 100% for this team. I want, he wants to be a Met, but money talks, and it is a business. It is a game. It's crazy. They're playing a game and getting paid millions of dollars, and if he's worth X amount of dollars and he believes he should get it, then he's going to leave, Whether he's going to decide to, not come back and get paid more money somewhere else if he's not happy with the Mets offer, or they're just going to trade him by, the All-Star break, and then that'll be it. They'll just try to save some money for next year, but who knows? I mean, I want him to stay. I feel like everyone wants him to stay, in my eyes, but we'll see.
I hear you. Well, hey, man, I want to thank you for taking a few minutes tonight. Talk a little Mets baseball, and for telling everybody a little bit about yourself and the blog. Why don't you go ahead and then plug the blog, plug the Facebook page, plug Twitter. Go ahead.
All right. Sorry if I rambled on those questions. I wasn't really prepared. I wasn't sure you were going to ask me. But, you can check out the 7line, the7line.com. It has a blog and a store. I don't really blog much. I'm not big on that. I have a guy who actually does some stuff for me. He goes under the alias Jamrock because he actually works in the MLB field for some other websites. So we only post every once in a while under that name. But he posts and I post on occasion. But the best way to find out about deals and specials and all that stuff and what we got coming out is Facebook/the7line and Twitter/the7line. Pretty much everything/the7line is me. So YouTube, Vimeo, Twitter, Skype, which I actually got today for this. Everything, the 7line. The number 7line.com, and that's it. I appreciate all the support. I mean, you guys are awesome. I'm doing this. I actually use for the fans, by the fans. I'm a real baseball fan. I'm at 80% of the games. I got Mr. Met on my arm. I'm not going anywhere. So the 7line's here to stay, and I appreciate everyone's support, and thank you.
Thanks, Darren. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Carol.
All righty.